You join me today on a very cold day, around 3 degrees, and I'm walking to Beckworth Emporium near Sywell in Northamptonshire. It's about 4.5 miles from where I live, so join me as I walk to this emporium and experience a few of the mishaps along the way. One of the things that I encounter is a blocked footpath, which means I had to double back on myself. So I also had the issue with one of my fields that I was going through that it was incredibly boggy and I had to use the trees to jump over some of these puddles. So enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So you join me on the edge of the town where I live. I must say it is a rather frigid day today. It's only 2 degrees. Shouldn't take more than about 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Well, basically some events happened today that stopped me from being able to do the walk I wanted to do. And because this was kind of an impromptu walk, as a backup walk, I haven't got a route planned out, so I'm sort of just working it out as I go. Got an idea of which way I need to go. I'm just not sure whether this public footpath I've chosen is actually complete in the sense that I can get from point A to point B. According to my map, there's a public footpath that goes on the back of this. There's a no. I thought I'd have a little look. It looks like it's blocked off, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere. I think that's a big fat no. So, turns out I've just wasted 10 minutes walking that direction for nothing, as there's no chance of me getting through there. So I've now got to walk the long way. For those who are wondering where my GoPro is, it has arrived. However, joys about going second hand is it was missing its waterproof charging dock. So I've ordered a new one, just waiting for that to arrive. So you've got my phone until that arrives. So still in the industrial estate, because obviously my misdirection caused me a bit of time. So yeah, I've been going for about 20 minutes now, half hour. I should be there in about 10 minutes if I hadn't made that mistake, or if I could have used the path that is on the map but is no longer accessible. Not sure how much longer I've got really to get there. I think maybe another 20 minutes, half hour still. We'll see. But for once, at the moment, my feet are feeling okay. I'm feeling alright. I've warmed up, so hence I've lost a layer. It's under my backpack. That I have to use the main roads, as I'm going to be completely unable to jump through the fields. As looking at the fields in the distance, they are now construction sites. It was at this point that I was starting to have some serious doubts whether I would be able to do this without touching a road. Luckily, there is a cut through that I find later on. Oh, it's quite a nice bit of way to exit the town though. It's, you can see it all just sort of dropping away into the countryside. It's quite nice. There is one thing that's sort of baffling me about this industrial estate though. It's the second one I've seen. Why is there a workout park here? It seems like a bit of an odd place to put one. I think they'd probably do better in a town centre, not in the middle of an industrial estate. I know people could come here after they've done their work or whether they're on their lunch, but it just seems a little bit misplaced. Council's money going in a weird location that's probably never really going to get used. God, it's a big old building, so isn't it? So I've just looked on Google Maps and it looks like there possibly might be a cut through along here, but we'll see. Might have to double back again. Still going. About a quarter of a mile down the road is still more. This industrial site is going to be humongous when it's complete. It's massive, but you know, I'm still praying that I'll be able to cut through to this footpath that may or may not be there a bit further up, which is where this is going to take me. I think I've come to the end of the construction site. I'm just wondering if there's this footpath that I could rejoin. Doesn't look very useful, but I'm not sure if I see anything in there either. Let's have a little mooch around. I mean, there's an old barbed wire fence there. So it might be on private land, but we'll see. A bit squidgy as well. Yep. I'd say I'm in. There is a trodden path here. So hopefully, if we're lucky, this will come out where I'm praying it's going to, which is the path that leads into the field behind me over there. We're golden. Oh no, here's a cut through. Here's a cut through. I think we're in the good. We're in the good. We are good. Whether I'm supposed to be in here or not, I don't have a clue. But there is salvation. We are there. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, yeah. Had a moment of it being too good to be true there. Just completely went in some deep mud. So that is the way I was supposed to be coming from. You see the top of the warehouses, and that's the way I need to be going. So when I follow this path, or whatever you want to call it, and hopefully we'll get somewhere. Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is what I'd qualify as a path, but we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping the little ditch down there is going to give me an insight as to whether I'm actually allowed to be on this field or not. I think I am. Looks a bit boggy. Just take my glass off because I really can't see anything. Oh, dog poo. Look at that. Yes, we are on a public footpath now. We are golden. So there's a little bit of a dodgy jump through, but we are now in the fields. And this should take us almost directly to where we're going. Finally, we are making tracks. I'm out of the industrial site. I'm into the fields, through the woods. So it should now be a straight shot pretty much to the Emporium, where I'm going to enjoy a nice cup of tea with my parents, who are already there. They're having breakfast. So it'll be plain sailing. I mean, it's very muddy and boggy and yeah, just generally yuck. The groove that the farmer has cut out to allow pedestrians to walk through his field, and because it's a field that is designated as a public footpath, he is obliged to make sure it stays clear of vegetation and stuff. He has to keep it clear for the pedestrians who may want to use it, such as myself on this occasion. So I'm looking at this thinking, no way that is a footpath, it's just trodden with bog and mess. But then I saw this. It is a footpath. Okay, this could be incredibly interesting because it looks horrendous to try and traverse Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, thanks for putting the plank of wood there. It makes all the difference. Ah, not good. I think we are just about through. Oh my God. How is that a public footpath? Look at it. It looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Right. Carrying on, shall we? Oh, that's grim. And in, shall we say, typical fashion, I would say look at my shoes. I'm walking along this moss, which is cleaning the bottoms off. And I am hoping that they'll be in a half decent state that when I arrive where my destination is, that they won't turn me away for having manky shoes. But yeah, we should be at least just over halfway there now. The longest bit was that industrial site. It was horrendous trying to find a cut through, but I'm glad I found it. Okay, let's see what this bit's like. I mean, at least they've cut it away to allow people through. I mean, they're doing what they should be doing, but bloody hell, it's a little bit weedy. There's a brick. Your dog can scare or harm animals. Stay safe. Use a lead. Yeah. Okay, so this is where the sheep and horses are kept. Speaking of, hello horses. Oh, I'm assuming the edge is around here somewhere. Those in the UK and don't know much about walking on public bridleways. Typically, if you see a circle next to a post, I mean this one's white, but normally it would have a sign on it, which then indicates right of way, in this case through someone's field, farm even. Look at the ice, that's how cold it still is. Feels really odd to walk on someone's property legally. Just walk down this very long driveway, I suppose. Not that it really matters on the road like this. You've seen it's quite narrow, it's quite small. Really not any traffic on it. Word of advice, if you come into the UK, if you are to walk on a main road or any road that has no footpath beside it, the law states that you have to walk what's known as into traffic. So the traffic drives on the left, you walk on the right, going in the direction of the traffic. That way you, as the pedestrian, can see the vehicle come in and have the ability to get out of the way, because remember the vehicle is a couple of tons of metal and trying to get that to stop in a good time is very difficult. So you walk towards the traffic and then you are able to see the traffic to get out of the way. If you're walking with the traffic, you might be able to hear it, but you still can't gain a judgment of how far away it actually is. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, coming to the end of the driveway now. The helicopter up in the sky, just, I don't know if you'll see him. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a public right of way here, but yeah, keep off the grass at all times. Well, that's a bit tricky to do if, you know, I'm by foot. I'm just going to walk around because I ain't really got a lot of choice. gonna just walk around this little fence. Right. So I've now got to find a way to get through this field and out the other side. But I'm not sure if there is a direct route. Something I'm gonna have to consult the map on, whether I'm allowed to do it or not, or whether I've got to do a little jump across the fields. Or is it something that I am able just to walk along the main road briefly for? Don't really want to walk on the main road though. It's not very fun, it's quite dangerous.
Thanks very much.
No worries. That's a nice little encounter. Yeah. Very, very nearly there though. Right, because I am turning left at this junction, I am now going to cross the road, looking behind me, obviously. So now get on the verge, ready so I can just walk across. Walk straight left and I don't have to worry about anything, I can just go. Okay, so I'm on the road now, effectively. Lorry coming, that's helpful. So yeah, I'm going to try and stay on the left as most as I can. This genuinely was quite nerve-wracking. I was only a few feet from the edge of the road effectively, so I had to really watch where I was taking my steps, and it was very, very uneven floor. Damn, it's just awful terrain to walk over. It's incredibly difficult to walk on this little verge, very uneven, feel very unsafe. I know I'm walking on the incorrect side of the road to what I just said a moment ago. It is a contradiction, however, if the verge is there, I'll take the verge, thanks. Because there are some dodgy ass corners on this bit of road, and I really do not want to be going around those. We have a little bit of a reprieve here, I've got a big verge coming up. And a public footpath. Ooh, I need to see where that leads to. Oh, thank God for that. I'm hoping it's going to come in the back end of the Emporium. Answer, no, that takes you straight down to Mears Ashby, so I have to carry on walking on this road, unfortunately. Just had to run across that little bridge because a car was coming and I was completely unable to use the edge of the bridge. It was just too narrow, it wasn't happening. So we're nearly there. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half mile, something like that. Okay, it's starting to get a bit wonky again, so. And for reference, yes, drinking and littering are both illegal whilst behind the wheel in the UK. It's amazing how much is actually beer cans and just general junk. The original plan for today, before the plans changed to going to Beckworth Emporium, was actually to meet my parents at the garden centre just around the corner from Santa Pod Raceway. Obviously that's not happened. It's probably a little bit of a saving grace because I am getting a little bit tired, and I've been doing maybe 4.5, 5 miles. Well, that's nearly 8 miles from where I live. So I think I've done pretty well in that sense to walk here instead of walking there, because I don't know if I'm fit enough to do nearly 8 miles. So not that you can see, but there is a corner coming up, and that means I'll be walking around it the correct way, admittedly, but the dangerous way. It's very, very tough, this. This will be something that won't matter when I have my GoPro, because I'm going to get a chest harness. So when I'm going through all this really sketchy stuff, I can just leave it on my chest and you can carry on seeing what's happening as I'm battling with this undergrowth and potholes and molehills. Yeah. This is the gate. That's the gate to the owners of the Emporium, which is right next to where it is situated. So I'm hoping there's a little cut through to get in, but it's just tantalisingly close now. So close. And there it is. We have made it. We're going to do the usual. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.